Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Hafizah bin Abdul Rahim. My student ID number is 2024792857. Today I'm going to present to you time value of money. What is time value of money? The time value of money is a concept that says money available today is worth more than the same amount in the future because of its potential earning capacity. Essentially, it's the idea that a ringgit today is worth more than a ringgit tomorrow because you could invest that ringgit and earn interest on or returns over time. There are two types of time value of money: present value and future value. Present value is the current worth of a future sum of money or stream of cash flows discounted back to the present at a specific rate of return, also known as the discount rate or the interest rate. It is based on the principle that a ringgit today is worth more than a ringgit in the future due to the opportunity to earn interest or investment returns. Present value calculations help in assessing the current value of future cash flows, making it easier to compare different financial options or investments. While future value is the value that a sum of money invested at a certain interest rate or rate of return will grow to over a specific period of time. It represents the amount of money that an investment will accumulate over time, including both the original investment and any interest or returns earned. Future value calculations are useful for understanding how investments grow over time and for comparing different investment opportunities to see which one might yield the highest returns in the future. How to differentiate between single and annuity? Single is when payment one time only or payment for every year is different. For example, Irfan lent money to his friend amounting to 10 ringgit Malaysia. In year 1, his friend paid 100 ringgit, while in year 2, 200 ringgit. So the formula for this is PV equals PMT, PVIF, INN, or FB, PMT in bracket, PVIF, INN. Annuity must have two or more same amount every year. For example, Sarah wants to save some money for her child's education and pays 3,000 ringgit every year. That means that she will pay the same amount every year. So the formula for annuity is PVA equals to PMT in bracket PVIFA IN in bracket 1 plus I, or FBA equals to PMT PVIFA IN in bracket 1 plus I. There are two types of annuity: ordinary annuity and annuity due. Ordinary annuity is when cash flow occur at the end of period, while annuity due is when cash flow occur at the beginning of period. The formula for ordinary annuity is PVA equals to PMT in bracket PVIFA IN or FVA PMT in bracket PVIFA IN, while annuity due is PVA equals to PMT PVIFA IN in bracket 1 plus I, or FVA equals to PMT PVIFA IN in bracket 1 plus I. There are rules to remember in time value of money. Firstly, if interest paid semi-annually, the formula would be I divided by 2 and times 2. If interest paid quarterly, I would be divided by 4 and would be times 4. If interest paid monthly, the formula would be I will be divided by 12 and will be times 12. Now I'm going to present working capital management. Working capital management is about handling the company's short-term money and debt to make sure it has enough cash to pay its bill on time and run smoothly. It involves keeping an eye on things like cash, money owed by customers, stuff in stock, and bills to be paid. The aim is to balance having enough cash to keep going while not having too much tied up in things that aren't making money right now. Objective of working capital management is to ensure that a company maintains the optimal level of liquidity, meaning it has enough cash and easily convertible assets to meet its short-term obligations, while also maximizing its operational efficiency and profitability. By effectively managing working capital, a company can improve its cash flow, minimize financial risk, and enhance its overall financial health. There are three policies in working capital management. Firstly, relax policy. This policy focuses on maintaining high levels of liquidity by keeping larger amounts of cash and low levels of debt. It's a cautious approach that prioritizes financial stability over maximizing returns. Second, restricted policy. In contrast of the relaxed policy, the restricted policy aims to minimize the amount of cash tied up in working capital. It seeks to optimize returns by minimizing idle cash and efficiently managing short-term assets and liabilities. Lastly, moderate policy. This policy strikes a balance between the conservative and aggressive approaches. It aims to maintain a reasonable level of liquidity while also seeking opportunities to invest excess cash in profitable ventures. It's a middle of the road approach that balances risk and return. This is the risk and return trade off, which shows that with low risk, you should expect low returns on investment, whereas with high risk, you should expect high return on investment. There are three approaches to working capital management. Firstly, conservative approach. It is low risk and low profitability. It has lowest liquidity risk at the cost of a higher interest payment. Long-term financing includes fixed asset, permanent asset, and part of temporary asset. Short-term financing includes remaining part of temporary asset. Next, the hedging approach. It has moderate risk and moderate profitability. It matches the maturity of the asset with the maturity of the financing. Long-term financing includes fixed asset and permanent asset. Short-term financing includes temporary asset. Lastly, the aggressive approach. It has high risk and high profitability. It has highest liquidity risk at the cost of a lower interest payment. Long-term financing includes fixed asset and part of permanent asset. Short-term financing includes remaining part of permanent asset and temporary asset. That is all. Thank you.